Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Bork No Game video. First time here, welcome aboard. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Find me on Twitch, find me on Twitter. 7,500 subs will be doing that giveaway. All right, let's jump right into things and talk about this reroll. So my first thing is going to be Princess Hiyori. Now, I had her at 5-star, like when I pretty much started, because I had enough copies, I had enough shards and everything, and it pretty much worked out. I got Princess Kokoro, and then I got Princess Yui and Mumi. Now, Pekko I pitied for, Nenika I pitied for, Christina I got on a lucky roll, and then Labyrinthus down here. I'm not using her yet, but I got her on, a roll as well. Like one of the summons as I was trying to pity these two in particular. Princess Hiyori is like a boss killer, so she's not something where it's like, oh my gosh, you have to have her, but she's going to be really good for like stuff like clan battle. So if you want to be good at clan battle, she's going to be like really great for that. As she attacks more and more, she pretty much keeps applying buffs to herself to the point where she becomes like the strongest DPS in the entire game in some case, but specifically for like boss modes and like clan battle, right? Princess Kokoro, absolutely essential. She has like a TP, she has an HP heal. She has like, she can do like TP boosting and all that. You saw right there, TP 40. She's just an absolutely quintessential unit. I think she's probably the most valuable as far as like what to reroll for. Princess Yui is absolutely essential for PvP, so if you have like a itch for PvP or you want to push PvP to get easy gems in the beginning, I highly recommend getting her. She can absolutely carry because I kept her alive on like some arena matches, and she will one-shot the entire team thanks to her union burst. Nenika. Now with Nenika, she is a little bit weird because she's like a attack support like magical unit. Like, so she can pretty much duplicate herself, so there'll be like two versions of her attacking. It's a really cool ability. But the thing is with Nenika is she's absolutely essential for any magical team, and she could be essential for story because she's like, that one-size-fits-all magical DPS that you could use, right? So like with these two in particular, Princess Kokoro and Nenika, you could probably tackle most of story as long as you have a decent tank and a healer as you get like, further in progression. I think Princess Kokoro, it would have been best to reroll for her. I didn't get her, like I said, like I pitied for her, and she's worked out great. Like everyone else is like rank 6, rank 7, and her at rank 5 does phenomenal. So I have to say it was a mistake not trying to get her, but it is what it is, and it ended up working out because I did my rolls and I eventually pitied her, right? And if you're wondering, I went pretty crazy on the banners for JP, and I did splurge a little. So if you're wondering how I double pitied, that's a little bit why, because 14 free pulls, all I got to like rank 6,000 in single arena where it's only one team, and then I managed to get like to rank 1,000. I think I was at like 3,000 earlier, wasn't I? Yeah, 3,300 was my highest over here. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Princess Arena is definitely a lot easier to experience or handle than actual, normal arena. Normal arena is crazy. Like people are like level 180 for the most part with like 6-star units. Just note that none of the pre-fest units, like there's no like Princess Kokoro or anything. I believe this is normal Kokoro because it's 6-star, and Princess Kokoro cannot go 6-star. So pretty much like all the pre-fest units like later in the game don't hold as much relevancy, but in the early game they do phantasmally well. And you can see here Yukari, she is like dominating in PvP. While this is more of a defensive setup, just know that Yukari is one of the characters that you pretty much have to build as you're going throughout the game, because she's just going to be amazing. They're using her at JP level 180, 6-star. Just an amazing free unit that almost everyone can get if you plan to do like 2 or 3 rolls or what have you, right? So as far as like my story progression goes, everything went very, very well up until like I reached around like chapter 7-ish. And my Miyako role was kind of not doing it for me. So, Princess Kokoro or Princess Pecorine, when she appeared, she pretty much just made, pushing chapter 8 and pushing chapter 9 much, much easier. Let's go ahead and go through the current events. So if y'all are you want to play JP, now is probably the best time, while we're waiting for global release or, EN release. And these are like the bosses that you do. Notice that there's pretty much a hard mode where you can get shards. And essentially these shards will let you, challenge the bosses because you get like these tickets and stuff. We're going to go ahead and finish this boss, and then we're going to re-challenge him. Honestly, I love stuff like this in any gacha game where there's like a huge PvE like boss battle. I love stuff like this because it makes it feel like I'm doing a raid when I was like you know, playing MMOs as a kid. And it's just something like I don't see this in many gachas nowadays where there's so much attention to detail. There's so much, like, you can tell there's like a lot of love, there was a lot of effort put into this. I saw though that this isn't one of the hardest, like, you know, bosses that's appeared within an event, but it's still really cool to like see something like this in a gacha. It's just like, to me, I don't see it often enough, and I hope more gachas do it in the future. But when you do like a boss fight or something, and like, it's usually like very anticlimactic. There's no like waves, you're not on a boat, there's like not all this action currently occurring. But in Princess Connect, it has it. Like, it has like that life, it has like that, you know, something that makes your blood boil while you're like just playing the game. And granted, like, all you're doing is essentially placing like a bunch of overpowered units, and obviously it's not to the point where like, oh my gosh, there's like sick gameplay currently occurring, because it's mostly just cutscenes. But the thing is when you place certain units, notice that I'm not using Princess Yui and Nenika. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want more physical units on my team, you know, to deal damage, right? Princess Hiyori is really good at dealing damage to bosses because she keeps scaling higher and higher. You know, Princess Pecorine, she's really tanky. And then Christina's just good for, I guess, more physical, like, attack. I could put Nenika here, but the thing is, it doesn't really make as much sense for me in my current position. That's just, like, how I feel about it. Of course, I can slam Nenika in here. I've tried it. I'm just playing with, like, I'm not trying to, like, min-max, like, the boss fights. I'm just literally having fun in this game right now and trying to experience all the characters I have and see what works, what doesn't work, you know, just experimenting with like damage and everything. As I get, you know, we get closer to global, I can sort of experience what is a team that is technically ideal to roll for. And for me, I just wanted to focus on something more physical. We got 4 seconds left. Look at all that damage that Princess Hiyori did, and then Christina's going to finish it off. Absolutely beautiful. I wasn't able to one-shot it the first time, but now I am after doing a few upgrades. Man, JP is just so satisfying to play, and I seriously cannot wait for this to release in global. Obviously, it won't have like these crazy events like, you know, what's currently occurring on the screen and stuff, but you know, it's nice. It's nice to see a gacha with this amount of polish, because there's just nothing that I've seen that's released like this ish, other than Genshin Impact, 7 Deadly Sins and stuff like that. And obviously they have like huge publishers behind them, but you know, hopefully this game turns out really well. I'm going to show you like pretty much the summoning mechanic that you can see right here. So what happened was I got these medals after I defeated the boss, and now you can actually do summons, and it's really cool because you can see here I'm getting like refinement stones, I got like a divine amulet, and you know, you can even get jewels and stuff like you can see right here. What makes this so special is that it's features like this that makes the game free to play friendly, right? If you can challenge a boss that's more difficult, you can technically, you know, get free to play resources. It's like that thing where if you play the game more, you build a really awesome team, you pretty much gain benefits from it, right? Like I just got 25 Mimi shards from the current event. Granted, this isn't like Princess Mimi, but this is another version of Mimi. But yeah, like this isn't a guide or anything, right? This is just me playing in JP. Obviously, I can't read, you know, katakana or hiragana, but I do like me a good gacha, and you know, I highly recommend playing it. I just can't wait for like stuff like this to release on global. And the reason why I put some, you know, some cash into this is just because I really like the Princess Connect like IP, and I hope it's successful. And no matter what happens, I can always fall back to my JP account and just, you know, kind of like hang out here in case something happens to global, you know, because you never really know. Also, all this stuff that I rolled for, you know, it goes in my inbox right here, and pretty much I can just collect it and it comes to me all at once. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try out like the different game modes. I haven't tried this yet, so you know, I'll do this on like a different day and everything, but I will probably cover more Princess Connect because this game is just so much fun. It's such a blast, like always playing it. It's always nice to see all the characters, how happy they are. And if you haven't watched the anime, I highly recommend watching it on whichever like anime streaming platform that you use. Obviously, I recommend Crunchyroll because Crunchyroll is pretty cool. But anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video. You know, Princess Hiyori is really cool, but I highly recommend Princess Kokoro Nenika and Princess Pecorine and Yui. These four right here are probably some of the best to reroll for. The others, they're good, but not to the point where I think they'll make story much easier, right? Obviously, June will help, of course, as well. That's it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed like my JP account like run. I plan to play JP for as long as humanly possible, like maybe forever, I don't know. But it's just something that I'm going to enjoy while the honeymoon period is still here. Anyways, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. 7,500 subs will be doing that giveaway, and I will see you in the next one.